Okay, I'm about to show you a PowerPoint on how to set up your science notebook. Okay, so in a notebook, or maybe you should get a few sheets of notebook paper and staple them together, but you'll need to have something in order to take down your science notes. And we have to be very organized as scientists. We are going to be doing lots of activities and getting prepared for fifth grade and middle school. We have to be organized. If you're not organized, then you will lose information. You won't be able to study very well. So let's start here with getting our science notebook set up. So if you need to stop this video and go get some paper or get a notebook, please do so. You can stop it now and then come back. I'm going to keep going though. All right. The three main steps in the notebook setup process. Okay. Number one, you have to have a table of contents. You've seen this in books before. In your nonfiction books, you will have a list of the information that is inside your notebook, along with the pages where you can find that information. So we're going to have a table of contents. Step two, we're going to number our pages so that we can keep up with the table of contents and find our information. And last, we're going to have headings and types of entries, which I'll explain more in a bit. Okay, let's start here. Setting up your science notebook. Your table of contents is going to look something like this. You're going to have a date, what's on that page. I'll explain more about these symbols, and then of course your page numbers. So on the very first page of your notebook, I would like for you to set up a table of contents, and I would like for you to draw this and let it, mine had to stop halfway, but you keep going on your whole page, and then turn the page, and on the back of that same page, do this same thing over again, because you're going to have a lot of information in that notebook. So make sure you have one, make sure it's headed table of contents number one. Label that page, table of contents, and then draw a chart with 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Okay, and then head those columns for date, entry title, page number, and symbol. Again, if you need to stop this video so that you can do this, please do so. But I'm going to keep going for right now. Okay? Now, when it comes to page numbering, you have the option of putting your page number down in the bottom corner of the page. Keep it consistent. If you put it down there in the beginning, then that's the way you should number your notebook throughout. And you can go ahead and number that notebook as many pages as you'd like. I'd say maybe go to 20 and then stop. If you want to number them on the back, that's fine too. If you don't like writing on the back of your paper, then just number each page. But that's up to you. Or you can number it up here in this upper corner. Okay, wherever you're going to see that. But whatever you do, be consistent. If you number them in the top, make them all at the top. If you number them at the bottom, make them all at the bottom. Okay, if you need to stop the video to do that, you may do so. But I want to keep going. Now, when it comes to the types of entries, you're going to have three types of entries. As we saw in the table of contents, you've got these symbols here, and that's what I'm talking about, the different types of entries, and this will help you keep that part straight. You're going to have investigations, you're going to have regular notes, and you're going to have reflections, okay? So what I want you to do is on page 1 of your notebook. Okay, well, it's the first page behind your table of contents. That's where I want you to draw this. I want you to draw a chart that looks like this. It's got 3 columns and 3 rows. And I want you to draw a star, a triangle, and a circle. And label it investigation, notes, and reflection. Okay, if you need to stop the video, you may do so, but I'm going to keep going. For investigations, in this box, I want you to write down what those things might be. Investigations could include predictions, plans, observations, and sketches. Those are the things that we would label with a star. Notes would be vocabulary or just plain class notes that we're writing down. And we would label that with a green triangle. And I color-coded them up here as well, okay? Investigations are going to be yellow stars. Notes are green triangles, and reflections will be blue circles. And you can color yours in on your paper after this lesson, okay? You can color those in. For reflections, those are going to be your thoughts about your learning, journaling, and I will ask you to do that. So that should be all you need to know about your science notebook setup. Rewatch this video as many times as you need to in order to get that notebook set up. But I want you to be ready to go by our next lesson, because we're going to talk about we're going to see some real scientists' notebooks, and we're going to compare the different types of notes these scientists took. They're very different. So be ready the next time we meet to start adding to your science notebook.